No. Yeah. How much we have planned? Now soil savings. That lesson completed, no? Soil savings, soil resources, no? Correct? That class we have learned about the land degradation and how can we control land degradation. I think so. Conservation also we have studied. You have written, no? Then afterwards, I think I have also told about the soil, how it is formed, from the what are the factors which influence the soil formation. Remember, what are the factors? Have you written? No, written. What are the factors? I have given you that question also. What are the factors helping the formation of the soil? Here we have written this question. Huh? Okay. So when we study about the soil as a resource, it is most important resource we have learned. What are the importance of soil? I told you to mark, I think so. Textbook. Okay. What is that? It is most important renewable natural resource. It is the medium of plant growth. It is support different types of living organisms on the earth. Huh? Because of all this, the soil is very important natural resource. Then I have given you the question, what are the factors which influence the soil formation? What are the factors? That also I think I have told you to mark. Remember? You mark the, if it is not marked, relief, parent rock, climate, vegetation, and other forms of life. I think so you have marked. Okay. Then another factors. There are so many factors. That is, one is that group of factors: relief, parent rock, climate, vegetation, and other forms of life. Have you seen? Take. Various forces of nature such as change in temperature, actions of running water, wind and glacier. These points also to be underlined. Understood? See, one is that the first one, soil formation. We have seen one group of factors: relief, climate, parent rock, etc. Okay, now this is how the soil, the rock is broken into pieces and the soil is formed. Now, this soil is carried by other forces, the forces of gradation. That is, agents of gradation like running water, glaciers, wind. All these things carry these soil particles from one part to other. That is what the second group of factors. Underline that the second group of various forces of nature such as changing temperature, heavy market, actions of running water, wind and glaciers, activities of decomposers, etc. Then next group of factors, there is a third group that is chemical and organic change. What is chemical and organic change? Do you remember this soil rock cycle which you have learned in your previous class? That one rock is changed into another rock. The igneous rock break into particles and what type of clay soil, means river soil and all it is formed. Then after long period of time, it is formed into slate and other forms. So one type of rock is changing into another. That is what the igneous rock change into metamorphic rock. Sedimentary rock change into metamorphic rock. So like that, the transformation takes place. That I think the 7th standard or like that you have studied. You may not be remembering. So this organic and chemical changes. Okay. Third factor you understood, organic and chemical changes. Now next one is that time. So, fourth one is time. It is not taking place all of a sudden. It will take millions of years to form different layers of soil. Okay, what that is four classifications. What is that? The first group is relief and other factors. Second, we have seen that weathering process, gradation agents. Then third, we have seen chemical and organic changes. And fourth one is that. Got it? Huh? Don't sit like that. Be active. Then respond. If you are not getting, you can ask me. Okay? What are the factors help in the formation of soil? Now, on the basis of the factors responsible for the soil formation, color, thickness, these point also you underline. How the soil are classified. This one. On the basis of it will be there in this volume also. Find out. Soil as a resource, formation of soil. These all points are there. Factors contributing to the formation of soil. Then classification of soil. The first classification is based on color. So how the soil is classified on the basis of color. How it is classified? Can you tell? On the basis of color, how it is classified? Tell. Black soil, red soil, red and yellow soil. This is on the basis of color. Black, yellow, red and yellow soil. These are the classification on the basis of color. Now, second classification is on the basis of texture. What is texture? The appearance, how that soil appear to be. See, some are into finer particles, sand, clay. So, on the basis of texture, how it is classified? Clay soil, sandy soil, loamy soil. These are the classification on the basis of Texture, very good. Third Indian soils are classified into different categories. The first category is alluvial soil. Okay, the first classification is alluvial soil. Yes, can you read alluvial soil? I used to give that for learning. Then afterwards will be discussion. Okay, so that you can also understand. Now, alluvial soil.
Alluvial soil. This is the most widely spread and important soil.
So question will come like that, which is the most widespread and important soil. So you have to identify that is alluvial soil. See, when the question is coming for 1 plus 3, so one mark is for identifying that soil. Okay, so which soil is the most widespread soil? Alluvial soil. Okay.
In fact, the entire northern plains are made of alluvial soil. These have been deposited by three important Himalayan river systems, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra.
So three river systems brought this alluvial soil and deposited and formed at the northern plains. Which are the river systems? Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. You have studied last year that the drainage lesson. 9th standard, remember? Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra river system bring that alluvial deposits and form the northern plain.
These soils also extend in Rajasthan and Gujarat through a narrow corridor. Alluvial soil is also found in the eastern coastal plains, particularly in the deltas of Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, and the Kaveri rivers.
So another area where this one is found is eastern, northeastern part and the delta regions on the eastern coast. Which are the deltas? Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari, and Kaveri rivers. That delta part also it is same alluvial deposit. Now, next.
The alluvial soil consists of various proportions of sand, silt, and clay.
What are the compositions? What is that? Or formations? Sand, silt, and clay. That point also you have to underline. But what are the materials? Sand, silt, and clay.
As we move inland towards the lower valleys, soil particles appear somewhat bigger in size. The upper reaches of the river valley, that is near the place of the break of slope, the soils are coarse. Such soils are more common in permanent plains such as Guar, Jos, and Tayari.
So which region? See, last year's, I'm just taking you back to last year syllabus. Northern plain when we are studying, we feel that it is consists of a very plain or level land. No, it is having different relief features. The top part consists of pebbles. Do you remember pebble? Pebbles, what is pebble? Small stone. You just imagine the river which is coming from that mountainous region with the force of that it come down and cut the rocks. And while flowing, because it is having lot of water, so it is flowing with a great force. It will carry that rock along with that. When it is flowing, it will rub and rub and rub. So when it is getting rubbed off, it becomes a fine, beautiful pebble. You might have seen in aquariums white stones. Very nice to see. Have you seen? Aquariums have you got? White stones are visible. No? Very beautiful it is. So this stone was once a part of the rock. It was cut by that water and then while on its way, it gets that beautiful this thing, formation, and it become a pebble. So the first part where the pebbles are there, it is called bhabar. Pebbles are there. That is, that stones are deposited in that higher part. The river disappeared. It will not be there because it only pebbles are deposited. So that pebbled part is called a bhabar. After that, when it is coming down, there is a part called a terai. Terai is marshy, swampy region. When the rivers start to reappear, all that dirt, dust, and all dust, that all that clay and all, means swampy part is there. That is what a terai. Then when it is coming down, the older soil deposits are there. That is called bhangar. That is coarse cancerous congar nodules are deposited in the upper elevation. So first is bhagar, then terai, and then bhangar. Bhangar means old. Bhangar wala, have you heard about bhangar wala? Old things are correct. So this bhangar. And afterwards, when it come to the lower part, the finer silt deposited, a renewed one is deposited. That is called the curd. Okay, these are the four types of alluvial soil. But for you, these two are to be studied: bhangar and curd. Okay, you read the next part. How much you have read up to dwas, course, and therapy afterwards.
Apart from the size of their grains or components, soil are also described on basis of their age. According to their age, alluvial soil can be classified as old alluvial, Bangar, and new alluvial color. The Bangar soil has higher concentration of concave
Kamgar nodules.
concave than the Khagar. It has more fine particles and it is more fertile than mine.
So, can you distinguish between bhangar and katar? Can you try to distinguish? You start one point. What is bhangar?
Bangar is old alluvial and
Old alluvial soil. Second point, you have to write if you 3 points to be written. So, what second point you will add? Sankar nodules. Okay. Calcareous content. Okay. What you will write for this one?
Khader has more fine particles
Mm.
than bamboo.
Okay. Next point.
Khader is new
New alluvial. You got it? How you will write? Huh? So distinguish between Gaddar and Ganga soil. Okay. Now let us move to where they are found. What else is left out? Completed that part. Huh?
Alluvial soil as a whole are very fertile. Almost the soil contain adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid, and lime, which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane.
Yes.
Wheat,
What all things it contain? Alluvial soil contain what? Potash, phosphorus, lime. Then what is it?
which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat, and other cereal and pulse crop.
So it is ideal for the growth of cereals like rice, wheat, then sugarcane, and pulses. So all these are the importance of this type of soil. Our
Due to its higher fertility, region of alluvial soil are intensively cultivated and densely populated.
ah,
So,
So this regions where this alluvial soil is utilized to the maximum, intensively cultivated, and that region is thickly populated. Northern plains and all are thickly populated region because alluvial soil deposits are there, and the region is intensively cultivated. Okay, over now. Hmm.
Soil in the drier area are more alkaline and can be productive after proper treatment and release.
Which part is more alkaline? Which part?
Drier.
Drier area is more alkaline. Alkaline, what is alkalinity? Huh? Salt is salinity. Alkalinity means that is chemicals and all. Fertilizers are used for agriculture. So dry region, when it is exposed to sunlight, this water get evaporated. So it become alkaline. Means acidic type. Okay. In chemistry, you are learning about alkaline. So it is actually because of that fertilizers are not used in that agricultural activity, and it will get mixed with that. And the dry part means less water will get evaporated. As a result of that, the alkalis get exposed. More drier regions, if it is going, it becomes saline. So alkalinity and salinity are two problems faced by this particular soil. Over now. Now let us move to the second type of soil, that is regal soil. You just read.
Black soil.
Black soil or regal soil or cotton soil. Three names are there. Okay, what are the names? Regal soil, black soil or cotton soil. This soil is good for the cotton cultivation, so it is called a cotton soil. Then black soil, the soil is black in color as a result of that igneous rock gravel, and it is having black in color, so it is called a black soil. Okay, start.
These soils are black in color and are also known as regal soils. Black soil is ideal for growing cotton and is also known as black cotton soil. It is believed that climatic conditions along with the parent crop material are the important factors for the formation of black soil.
So what helped in the formation of black soil? Climatic condition and a parent rock material. See, initially, when this soil, that is Deccan Trap region, where this black soil is found, the one volcanic activity has taken place. See, I tell you, say when you are taking soil. This part where Arabian Sea is there, earlier, that is long, that is Gondwana age, one volcanic activity, volcanic eruption had taken place, and the material from this volcano have gone inside. Understood? So a big gap was formed where the present day Arabian Sea is. So the water from the Indian Ocean pushed forward to fill that gap. That is what the historic origin of this Arabian Sea. Okay, so that volcanic materials are inside. That is what the Deccan Trap region. So this from the igneous rocks or the lava rock, this soil is black soil is formed. Got it? Understood how that is soil is formed?
This type of soil is typically of the Deccan Trap basalt region spread over the northwest Deccan Plateau and is made up of lava flows. They cover the plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. and extend in the southeast direction along the Godavari and the Krishna valleys.
So Deccan Trap region, already I have told you, it was of volcanic origin, and that trap region, Deccan Trap. Have you studied about Deccan Trap physical features? So that triangular shaped landmass here, this much part is the Deccan Trap region. So this part is the part of earlier Gondwana age, and that region, this particular type of soil is formed. And what was the peculiarity of this soil? It is clay soil. Have you read that part? No. No? Clay? No, no. And basalt. What is basalt? Basalt is a type of rock. Okay, rock material. Granite, basalt, all these are the types of igneous rock. From that only this river soil is formed. Continue.
The black soils are made up of extremely fine, that is clay material. They are well known for their capacity to hold moisture.
What is the peculiarity? Most important peculiarity. It is for clayey. It is having the capacity to hold moisture. That is the most important characteristic. So what is that? The soil, when it is dry, it forms cracks. Have you seen such kind of rocks in Maharashtra? This type of rock is there. So what is that? In dry time, summer time, cracks are formed in the fields. It helps in the air movement, air circulation. Natural ploughing we are telling. So, pre-monsoon showers when it take place, immediately this land to be ploughed. Otherwise, when the monsoon start, it will become sticky. Soil become sticky, so it will be difficult to plough. So that is what the peculiarity of this black soil. One is that it is having a self-ploughing capacity. It is having the capacity to retain moisture, and it forms cracks in the summer or dry season. Continue.
In addition, they are rich in soil nutrients such as calcium carbonate, magnesium, potash, and lime. These soils are generally poor in phosphoric content. They develop deep cracks during hot weather, which helps in the proper aeration of the soil. These soils are sticky when wet and difficult to work on unless drilled immediately after the first shower or during the pre-monsoon period.
So I have told all these things, but 2-3 points more you have to underline. Rich in calcium carbonate, potash, magnesium carbonate, and lime. Okay. Poor in water, phosphoric, organic, and nitrogenous content. Got it? Mark it. So when we study about the alluvial soil is rich in phosphorus, potash, and lime. Here, this one is rich in calcium carbonate, potash, magnesium carbonate, and lime. But deficient in phosphoric, organic, and nitrogen. You have to, that also alluvial soil and regal soil, when it is asked to compare and contrast, you should remember. Okay? What is the most important characteristic? It is having the capacity to retain moisture. It forms cracks during the dry season, and it will become sticky. That is when more water is there. So that is why immediately after the pre-monsoon showers, it has to be ploughed. Okay, completed. Both the soils are clear to you. Any doubt is there? Now you next type of soil.
Red and yellow soils. That soil develops on crystalline igneous rocks in area of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of Tamil Nadu. Yellow and red soil are also found in the parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of Middle Ganga Plain, and along the Piedmont zone of the Western Ghats. These soils develop a reddish color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. It looks yellow when it occurs in a hydrated form.
So red and yellow, it is getting that color when the iron is diffused. One. Another this one when it is hydrated, that is when rainfall or due to rainfall when it is wet, it become yellow in color. Understood? Iron diffusion give its red color and hydrated form, that means wet, it is yellow in color. And it is crystalline. Crystalline means big crystals. What is the reason it is becoming crystal? That is, finer particles are eroded due to that weathering process. That the finer particles are eroded and only big crystals are left out. And where it is found, some of the regions it is found are heavy rainfall regions. So, which all are the regions you have read? Chotanagpur Plateau, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, eastern and southern parts of Deccan Plateau, Tamil Nadu and English. No? So soil type when you have to mark it, this places you have to remember. So it will be easy for you. Okay. What is peatland plains? Peatland is that just the valley of that ghat or this one hills. In slope we can say that it will be just lower part of that hill or mountain is called a peatland. Understand? Huh? No, not like that. It is not joined. When it is coming down, that water or like that, the land is that higher elevation to lower elevation when it is coming. That part is called a peatland. See, when you just see that a hill is there. So that a hill, when it is there, that this lower part is called a peatland. That is what so much time I was waiting. Who will tell? Anybody will tell them. I was directly discussing. Okay. Understood what is red and yellow soil? Any doubt is there? You.
Laterite soil. Laterite has been derived from the Latin word later, which means brick. The laterite soil develops under tropical and subtropical climate with alternate wet and dry season. This soil is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rain. Laterite soils are mostly deep to very deep, acidic pH more than 6.0. Generally deficient in plant nutrients and occur mostly in southern states. Western Ghats region of Maharashtra, Odisha, some parts of West Bengal and northeast regions. Where these soils support deciduous and evergreen forest, it is humus rich but under sparse vegetation and in semi-arid environment, it is generally humus poor. They are prone to erosion and degradation due to their position on the landscape. After adopting appropriate soil conservation techniques, particularly in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, this soil is very useful for growing tea and coffee. Red lateral soil in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Kerala are more suitable for crops like cashew.
See, the soil is formed as a result of leaching. This word you have to remember. Huh? What is the word? Leaching. Leaching means when heavy rainfall fall on a region, the finer particles are removed and only that brick-like particles are left or stones are left. So the word laterite originates from the Latin word later. The later means brick. Have you seen bricks? Bricks are used for that making walls, red color that bricks you might have seen. Brick kerns are the, have you seen? Earlier times, this kind of fields they used, you want to see. Okay. If you want, then you just take that picture. No? You are looking at the time or what you are looking at? Have you seen bricks? Bricks are used for making the walls. Okay. So it is reddish in color. So this type of soil is having that color, red color, and bigger stone-like. Why these bigger stone-like structures or features? The finer particles fully get removed because of that heavy rainfall. Meghalaya and all that part where heavy rainfall is occurring, all the fine particles are removed and only that bigger crystal type of things are left out. So the process by which it is formed is leaching. That one word answer you have to remember. Sometimes definition will be given and you have to write that one word. Or if it is asked what is leaching. Leaching is the process of removing the finer particles as a result of heavy rainfall. Okay. Did you understand how this laterite soil is formed? Now, when that finer particles are removed, it is not containing any humus or any other nutrients. So, this soil is not good for the cultivation or the growing of crops. But some crops, with the help of that fertilization and all that means using of fertilizers, it is used for the growth of coffee, tea, cashew nut, etc. So heavy doses of chemical fertilizers are used to make use of this soil. That is why the tri-junction of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, tea and coffee are grown. That part actually this laterite soil is there. So it is good for the growth of which type of crop? Tea and coffee. Okay. And a cashew nut also. Cashew nut also grown in that hill slope type. Understood laterite soil? Now you go to arid.
Arid soil range from red to brown in color. They generally they are
So you just mark what is the color of that arid soil. Red to brown in color.
They are generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. In some areas, the salt content is very high, and common salt is obtained by evaporating the water. Due to the dry climate, high temperature, evaporation is faster and the soil lacks humus and moisture. Lower horizon of the soil are occupied by concrete because of the increasing calcium content downwards. The concrete layer formation in the bottom horizons restrict the infiltration of water. After proper irrigation, this soil becomes cultivable as has been in the case of Western Rajasthan.
See, arid soil. Arid means dry soil or desert. In that region, what happened? Rainfall is very less. Because of that, the soil is loose and dry. That is why the soil is carried by wind. You might have heard about the sand dunes are formed. So it is very easy to carry away by wind as it is dry and loose. Have you heard about the new dust storms, which is occurring in that northwestern part of India, especially during that summer, May month. So this one is very much dry and loose, easy to get. Now what happened? Whatever moisture is left in that soil is always getting evaporated. And on that top of that soil, salt deposits used to be there. That is why this soil is saline in nature. Understood? Why? After the evaporation of moisture from that soil. Now, as a result of this continuous activity, this calcium deposit used to form in layers. When you see that in the desert region, if one day continuous rain if it occurs, it will flood. Why? Because that lower strata, calcium make it like a sheet today, cementing factor there. And it did not allow the water to infiltrate. Did you get the meaning of this one? Calcium deposit formed like a cement and it did not allow that to percolation. That is why if in Rajasthan part and all continuous rain for a day give rise to flood. Other areas, porous soil is there. The soil is having pores. So it will allow that percolation. That is, water will go underground. But in Rajasthan, this desert region, because of that continuous evaporation, the calcium deposit formed like a layer. And it is having cementing nature. And it did not allow it to go underground. The water is not percolated. Did you understand all these things? Arid soil is clear to you. Where it is found? It is found in Western Rajasthan, parts of Punjab, Haryana, etc. Any doubt is there? What is the type of this soil? The soil lack moisture and humus content due to dry climate and high temperature. They are light, loose, saline, alkaline. These are the characteristics. Okay? Any doubt is there? Yes. Now, next to mountain and forest soil. Just now you give it.
Forest soils. These soils are found in the hilly and mountainous areas where sufficient rainforests are available. The soil texture varies according to the mountain environment where they are found. They are loamy and silty in valley sides and coarse-grained in the upper slopes. In the snow-covered areas of the Himalayas, these soils experience denudation and are acidic with low humus content.
So what is experienced in that snow-covered region? Denudation. What is denudation? A kind of erosion due to that glacial erosion. Glaciers, have you heard about the huge mass of ice? So it will slide down or move. So as a result of that denudation, what happened? The soil is acidic and a low humus. Okay? Anything?
The soils found in the lower parts of the valleys, particularly on the river terraces and alluvial plains, are fertile.
What is alluvial fans? Can you comment this picture? Having your plants. Alluvial plants. That means actually you can see that drainage. You just ask alluvial plants. Image. Ah, this. Understood. That is, alluvial deposits are coming, and that after that, when it is coming in the low-lying area, uh, make it small in size. That is, earlier we could see properly. See, when that river is bringing that soil deposits and form this kind of land masses as a result of depositing. Because rivers carry huge amount of silt, and when the pressure of that deposit is more, it will go on depositing on its way. So, on the way itself, it start depositing, and a landform is formed. That is what the alluvial fan. Okay. This will mean that a drainage basins, this one is formed. See, this is as the deposit of alluvial soil by the rivers. Did you understand? What is that? That because of the weight of that, it cannot carry forward or pull forward, so it deposits on its way. And then the river move further. So that kind of regions are called the alluvial. Anything else you want to say earlier? Bricks, no? Or laterite soil. You just put that heading soil. Images of laterite soil. Okay. Red in color, brick color, big crystals are. Okay. Now, what is that? Red and yellow soil. What? Laterite soil means very much big. See? But this one is coming, that is when iron is diffused, it becomes red in color. When it is hydrated, that is when it is wet, it is yellow in color. That is the difference. Okay. Anything else you want to say? Anything? Anything? Understood all the types? Okay. Now you just take not back. You just take the soil erosion. The small video is soil erosion. Afterwards, I will ask. YouTube video soil erosion. This one is small class. Instead of dragging on the edges, it's not acceptable. But it is not back to that. Okay. Uh, See, the next part we have to learn is soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Can you try? What is soil erosion? Try now. You are not talking. What is soil erosion? The meaning, the word itself has its meaning. Huh? Can you try?
Washing of the top layer.
Top layer of the soil is washed off by different agents. And it's running water is there, river is there, wind is there, glacier is there. So all these agents remove the top layer of the soil. So sometimes it is eroded like a sheet. The top layer like a sheet is slided downward. That type of erosion is known as sheet erosion. Understood? The top layer is slided down. You may have heard about a landslide. Have you heard about a landslide? Often that during the rainy season, heavy rainfall time, landslides are occurring. Why? Because of that pressure of water which is coming from the other side push that one layer of the land downward. So that is why it is also called as landslide or sheet erosion. Like a sheet, the top layer is getting removed. Okay? The first type of erosion you understood? Sheet erosion. Next type of erosion is that gully erosion. This is what I wanted to show you. Gully erosion. When the water from the upper part coming down, on its way, some rocks or stones are there. It is also eroded. So the big gullies are formed. Did you get the meaning? That is, on the way, whatever obstructions are there, it is removed, and that huge holes like are formed. That type of erosion is known as gully erosion. Did you get what is gully erosion? Gullies are formed when that water erode that rocks or stones on its way. So this way, sometimes large areas are having gullies. Such lands are called badlands or ravines. Badlands or ravines. This also can be asked as one word answer. What is ravines? Ravines are badlands formed as a result of gully erosion. These ravines are found in the Chambal Basin. Where these badlands are found? Chambal Basin. So large areas are being useless as a result of this erosion. Okay, you just read that soil erosion.
The degradation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is described as soil erosion.
What the definition? Underline that one. The denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is called soil erosion. This one is the continue.
The process of soil formation and erosion go on simultaneously and generally there is a balance between the two.
So one side erosion can be taken place, one side deposition can be taken place. So soil formation and the soil erosion are taking place simultaneously, and it is a balancing act also. So you just imagine when you are seeing the soil outside. Can you imagine the same soil which you saw yesterday is the sometimes if the rain occur, this soil being washed off and some other soil might have been brought. So soil formation and soil erosion are taking place simultaneously and like a balancing act. Continue.
Sometimes this balance is disturbed due to human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining, etc. Why not?
So which are the human activity which disturb this balancing? Human activities which are the deforestation, overgrazing, and construction and mining. These are the four human activities which affect this balancing act. Then natural forces also.
While natural forces like wind, glacier and water leads to erosion. The running water cuts through the clay soil and make deep channels and canals and wheels. The land becomes unfit for cultivation and is known as as bad land. In the Chambal basin, such lands are called ravines.
You got it that the ravines or badlands as a result of gully erosion. Now, you just write one or two questions there. What are the factors leading to soil erosion? Okay, so the two, three factors are given, and then you can find on page 12 of ODM. Factors leading to soil erosion. Human factors are there, then natural forces are there. Okay, then another. What is soil erosion? And which are the types of erosion? Which are the types I told you? Sheet erosion. If it is not there, you just go down. Sheet erosion, gully erosion, and this one ravines. Is there a law order? No. Okay. It is really left off. You were listening, briefly lesson 4 was said right next to start. So, water resources we have to learn. Water resources. Because I think in your syllabus, so the portions, according to the duty variable, consumer awareness is given. But you will learn this one first and continue to learn. Consumer awareness is only for the project. Okay. So there is no need for spending a lot of time on it. First you will complete the syllabus. So you bring joy. Got it? We will continue to complete this one little bit only later and we will take the water resource. Okay.
Satisfied exam is child. Satisfied होगा maximum.
मेरा बोलिए तूने कितने बनाए
सर को 7 4 को start करने कौन सा सर हमें
अरे तू 10 वाला खेला है तो 10 वाला ऐसा होता है
कोऑर्डिनेट जंप
बोला था सब लोग ने बोला 80 मेजॉरिटी लिखी ओके बस
दो चैप्टर्स बाकी है जो आ रहे हैं
क्योंकि जो दूसरे स्टूडेंट को ट्यूसडे को एग्जाम है ओके 7 चैप्टर्स पढ़ाएंगे तो फिर ऊपर का प्रेशर पढ़ गया और एक दिखे
मेरा रिकॉर्ड शायद इस पेपर चेंज नहीं हुआ